حنا جايين من كل مكان للصويرة زينة البلدان نزورو ونرجع فرحان كالضبيل وللهيلولة حوض السلاح وثوم حيلة نضربو شوفار هاد الليلة.
I'm sure this Dvar Torah that I prepare will bring to you something, but I want you to listen to it. The parasha of Shoftim, it said, Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha b'chol sha'arecha. Hashem asked that in every city you must have a lawyer, a judge, police. That's what the meaning of the pasuk. But Rabbi Chaim Vital alav shalom, he said from Arizal HaKadosh, Shoftim v'shotrim titen lecha b'chol sha'arecha. That means you must have on your body, you must make, you're in your room. Nobody look at you. You think nobody look at me. Nobody know. Nobody see what I do. So I can do anything I want, but don't forget, there is Hashem who look at you. There is Hashem, עין רואה ואוזן שומעת וכל מעשיך בספר נכתבים. There is somebody who watch you. There is somebody who see what you do, and whatever you do, it's written in the book. But Arizal HaKadosh said, Hashem, He created the mouth. But with the mouth there is the lips. So you can control your mouth, what you say, what not to say. You have the ear. If you can control your ear. How? You close them, not to listen what you should not listen. You have your eyes. So with your eyes you can see, you can watch things on the internet or your iPhone, bad things. But be careful. You have your eyes, you can close them, not to use your eyes for. So, and every part of the body, Hashem creates, something to protect your body. So, Arizal HaKadosh says, Shoftim v'shotrim, you must be the judge, you must be the lawyer, you must be the policeman to take care of your body. There is time that you have to close your eyes, time that you have to close your ears, your mouth, and time that you have to avoid your feet, your legs, not to go somewhere which you shall not go. That is an Elul. This parasha is very, very nice for Elul. On Elul, how can I be ani lidudi vidudili? How can I be for Hashem and Hashem can be for me? Well, all the part of the body that you can use them for bad things, this is the cause of the Averot. So on Elul, I have to watch them. In Elul, I have to take the opportunity to say to myself, well, David, watch up your eyes. David, watch with your nose. It is Elul, and Elul has a koah that Hashem can help you. You know why? I discovered something that you never heard this. It's something that why Elul is so important, that Elul you have the title to be next to Hashem and Hashem next to you. Why not Nisan? Why not Sivan? Why not Iyar, Adar? Why only Elul? Why not Av, Elul? Why only Elul? You know why? Because HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world on Elul. The 25th of Elul, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. And what was the first thing, the first day that Hashem created? The light. So that means on Elul, there is that light that Hashem created. So that's why that light, every month of Elul, that light come back. Because that light from Hashem. And Hashem He creates, so listen to this, so that light was on all the creation of the world. The sun, and everywhere. When Hashem He created the man on Friday it was Rosh Hashanah, so Hashem He created the man on Friday with what? With the sun, with the dust that there is there Hashem. So that means that automatically Adam he was already connected with Hashem. And besides it, Hashem gave him an neshama, the soul. So now Adam is a part of Hashem. Adam is a part of Hashem. So on Elul, there is a big chance if a man wants to be connected to Hashem, it's Elul. So Arizal HaKadosh, he said that on the month of Elul, so it's the month that you have to wake up. Ben Adam Alech, you have to wake up on you, Be'ezat Hashem, the thoughts to put on you, to be careful, lawyers, judge, police to watch you. You create them. How you create them? Well, Hashem give you the Torah, so Hashem give you Elul. Be'emeta, Elul is the month that gives you strength to change yourself. Now, let's read a little bit later. The Torah said, Sum tasim alecha melech. You must have a king. Sum tasim alecha melech. Yeah, you must have a king. And the Torah said, V'yichtov lo sefer Torah. You should write a sefer Torah. But the Gemara said, the king, he should have 2 sefer Torah. One in the safe, and one that is with him, like a kamiyah. Wherever he goes, the sefer Torah is with him. And one in the safe. Bemet, I saw a big tzaddik. He asked a question. He said, I don't understand. What do you use? You know, when you write a Sefer Torah, is to use it, yes or no? You don't write a Sefer Torah to put in the safe. You write a Sefer Torah, you put it in the Aron HaKodesh. So you can use it, yes or no? But not the safe. What's the meaning to have a Sefer Torah just to be in the safe? Why? And besides this, wherever he goes, there is a Sefer Torah with him. What for? What the reason? What the reason? I mean, if you ask him that write a Sefer Torah, use it, read it, yes, but just to put it in the safe, why? The money put it in the safe, but not the Sefer Torah. It's a question that he asked. Of course, it's a question, but you know the answer. You know what it is, a king? To be a king, that means you are the first man in your country. A king can kill anybody he wants. He can make happy people if he wants. A king, everything is in his hand. But why? Because he's the king. People give him tax, they pay him, he has a palace like in Morocco. The king of Morocco, he has palace everywhere. Why? Because he's the king. Because the king, he represents every person. So it's normal. But the Torah said, Velo yarom levavo. Not because he is the king, he can do whatever he wants to do. No. He should remember that the real king is Hashem. Hashem is the king. So the only thing that the king can remember, you know what a king, what can change the mind of a king? Money can change anybody. You know what Shlomo HaMelech said? Hem amdabarim. You can talk with money. If you have money, you buy everything you want. With money, you can do whatever you want. Money. So the king, everything belongs to him. He can tell you, hey, get out from your house and take your house if you want. He can empty the city. He's the king. He will bring his army and empty the city. But the Torah said, wherever he is, he should have a Sefer Torah with him. Why? Because the king is so powerful with his mouth, so he can think something to do. So when he sees the Sefer Torah, it reminds him, the Sefer Torah said, you should not do that, should not doubt, don't steal, because the Ten Commandments, it's not only for the Jews. The Ten Commandments, it's for the Jews, for the king too. The same way that you cannot steal money, so the king as well, he cannot. So, because the king is so powerful, so he can do everything he can. Everything he wants, he can do it. So the Torah said, a Sefer Torah should be like a kamiyah, should be like a warning for him. Hey, Your Majesty, I'm here, I'm watching you, don't do that. But on the other hand, the king, he thinks only about money. To take money, to put it in the safe. Make money, put it in the safe. But you think, what I have in the safe? What I have in the safe? What I have in the safe? A Sefer Torah. So how can I steal money from him to put in the safe? So this is the meaning why Hashem, now in this parasha, when we read it in Elul. We read it in Elul. Listen to this. In Elul, the Gemara said that every one of us, the more you approach Hashem, the more you connect yourself with Hashem, you become like Banim Atem Lashem Elokechem. You are the children of Hashem. And Hashem is the king. So if Hashem is the king, you are the king too. You understand? You are the prince. A prince is like a king. A prince is like that means that parasha, it was not only for the real king, it's for us as well. That we should have in mind wherever we go, a Sefer Torah. But not a real Sefer Torah. A thought. To live Derech HaTorah. When you live Derech HaTorah, it's like a Sefer Torah. I remember one day, in Simchat Torah, I know somebody, I don't want to tell you where, somebody that he don't keep nothing. And he came to the yeshiva, and he bought, he bought, in Simchat Torah we buy, the hakafot, and he did not know, he bought the 7 hakafot. All the hakafot, $1,000, 7 of them he bought them. He didn't let nobody. So we told him, you cannot hold it. He said, well, I will be the one who will give the sefer. I pay for him, but I promise you, you cannot imagine how he was happy. He was dancing. I don't want to tell you something bad about him, but that man, his job is to buy gold that he was stole, He buy diamond,
jewelry that is
the jewelry that he was smuggling from other people. That was his business. And a lot of people, they go to, and he showed them, and from that money, he bought the all the mitzvot. And he was dancing. Then, at the beginning, I did not know that's what he was doing. But somebody told me. I told him, you love the Torah? He said, yes. I said, you dance? I told him, I see you dancing very, very. He said, well, it's Sefer Torah. He said, but do you know what it's written in the Sefer Torah? Yes, it's the Torah. Yeah, but you know what the Torah said? Lo tignov, don't steal. You dance with don't steal. So he told me, but I don't steal, they steal. I just buy, I don't steal. I don't steal, they steal, and I buy. I say, well, this explanation, this pirush, how you translate the Torah, this interpretation, I never heard it. This is not the real pirush. this is your pirush, this is the way you interpret, the Torah. That's not, if you buy something that it was stolen, that you steal it. It's the same. It's not, so people don't know. People they think, no. There is Derech Torah. So, Sum Tasim Alecha Melech. Sum Tasim Alecha Melech, that means that every one of us, he should be, look at me please, look at me. Look at me. The Torah give me an order. Hey David, you have to make on you a king. Who? Like Sum Tasim. It's like Hashem ask you, you have to make on you a king. Sum, it's an order. Not only make on you must. Who? Mikere Bahecha, among your brothers. Who? You know who is your brother? Do you know who? The Tzarato. The Tzarato is your brother. The Tzara is your enemy. The Tzara, he pushes you to do Averot, and then when you die, he tell you, hi. You see, but you're my friend. No, I was your friend down there. Here I am your enemy. I don't know you. So who is your brother? The Tzarato. Sum Tasim Alecha Melech. You have to make on you a king amongst your brother. Who is the Tzarato? And then, don't forget, write a Sefer Torah in your mind. When the mitzvah come, remember, and sometimes the money can drive you crazy, remember, don't steal. So, can you imagine, the Torah, it's so powerful, the Torah knows that the money is the biggest Yitzhara. The money is the biggest Yitzhara. The money it's catastrophic. The biggest Yitzhara is the money. Yitzhara is there. There was a beautiful story in Mexico. There was in a building 40 years ago, where it was the earthquake. Yes, all downtown, most of the buildings they fall down, except one. One it didn't fail. He remained, and he was old with bad foundation. So they started to see why they wanted to knock it down, but it was still strong, so they didn't touch it. But you know what? The historic of that place, every day there is a Shiur Torah there. Every day there is Minha, Shahrit, and Arvit. Every day. Every day, the time, there is 2-3 rabbis who came there, half an hour. So the zechut of the Torah. And there is a man there that he worked with the army. Listen to this. It happened that one day the general came to order, to renew the contract for the year, but they were doing minche, praying. The general, because he came late because so they waited for him. So they started, and they went. They asked, the boss, the general here. He said, "Well, it was in the middle of mincha. I can't." And the general, he got very, very upset. He started to scream. This is the last time that we ordered for him. We did to double the order. Now we finish with him. This is the way he served Mexico, and he went. After mincha, they realized the mistake they did, and they know that 500 workers there, it's finished. They're going to close because all the factory was they were for the army, and now that this general was a very, very high level general. So it happened that everybody stopped the machines. They were sad. They did not know what to do. באמת, huh? So they said, well, they tried to call him, no answer. They did everything, no answer. Well, they did not know what to do. So they said, well, let's wait tomorrow. And the next day, as usual, the Shiurim, Minha, Shahrit, Arvit, and then the general came again.
Same time.
He came the same time. And they were doing minche. And they were mixed up what to do. They were running, but they were in the middle of the Amidah. And the general, he asked, where is the Mr. X? Well, tell him to finish. I wait for him. And don't tell him I am here. Till he finished. He finished. They told him, the general, he's here. I'm sorry for yesterday. He said, no. It was my mistake. All night I didn't sleep. All night I was thinking. A man who loves his God, a man who, he said, you are Jewish. We are Jewish, we are not Jewish, but we believe in God. But what you did yesterday, it hurt me at the beginning, but at the night I was thinking, why I have to stop doing business with you? Because you were praying. You were praying to Hashem. And to pray to Hashem protect Mexico. So I'm sorry for yesterday. We renew the contract. We have other stock things to order from you. This is Sum Tasim Alecha Melech. You should have Hashem order you. You must have a king on you. But a king, it should be among your friends. Not the king, Idei Sarah, king. The king Me'achicha, your brother, the one who will take you to Gan Eden, the one who connects you with Hashem, the Yitzhak Tov. And of course, what the Yitzhak Tov wants from you, that you study Torah. And this Torah is about what? This Torah is to remind you to be a mensch, how to keep Shabbat, how to keep Mu'adim, how to be a Jew. This is the parasha of Shoftim. This parasha of Shoftim, באמת, how do you say couronné, le'amlich?
Coronar. In English.
Oh no,
Crown.
Yeah, crown is.
Crown.
I mean,
Anoint.
to crown on you a king, it's not easy. To crown on you the Yitzhak Tov, it's not easy. You need Shoftim v'Shotrim. You need Shoftim v'Shotrim titenecha b'choshaecha. This is the introduction. Before that Hashem will ask you, crown on you the king, your brother. How can you count on you? The king is your brother if all the doors are open. You look, everything, you talk, whatever you want, you listen to everything. How can you count on you? You already count on you the Sarah. So how can you count on you the Sarah? So that's what it is. Torah start. Shoftim v'shotrim titenecha b'chosharecha. You must have lawyers and the police on you. How? Watch your eyes. You know, by not closing your eyes, you will do averas. So be careful. You know, by not closing your eyes, it's averas. So be careful. If you do that, so this is a big opportunity to count on you a king among your brother, and that will help you against the biggest Yitzhak of the money, and to help you that you will not be Ba'al Gaba, and of course to help you that all your life, derech mitzvotecha arutz. You have to run. Derech mitzvotecha arutz. When you see a mitzvah, you run. Not only when you say avera, you run for the avera. And the mitzvah not. That's why the Torah started 2 weeks ago. Ekev. Ve'aya ekev tishmeon. You have to be very careful from the small mitzvot. If you are very careful with the small mitzvot, so that will give you a big opportunity to approach slowly by slowly. You know, Elul, Bemeta, I think Elul is not to do teshuvah for the big averot that we did. I think Elul, it's made to do teshuvah for the small mitzvot that we didn't do. Because why? You know why we did the big averot? Because we were not careful with the small mitzvot. Because we were not careful with the small mitzvot, we did the big averot. But if we are careful with the small mitzvot, we will not do the big averot. So when we reject the small mitzvot, we search only for the big mitzvot, so by rejecting those mitzvot, it's a problem. And I want to finish. You remember in New York, a few months ago, it was dark. It was very dark, you know. The electricity went. It was a blackout. No electricity. You remember? Yes, in New York. It was a Saturday night. And the next day, I arrived to New York, and everybody, all the newspapers, they were talking about the blackout. And I saw some pictures of New York black, you know. 2 pictures. One picture with all the big buildings, you know, with the light, or one, nothing. And I was thinking, you know, I search, I think. I'm a thinker. Always I think. Because whatever happened, there is something to learn. It's not a blackout, a generator explodes. Okay, generator explodes. But what you learn from there? There is something. Mikol melamida iskalti. You know, in the Chassidut, we say that Hashem don't do nothing that you will not learn from that something. Whatever you say, it is something that you have to learn. Everything, you learn something. He said, there is no There is something to learn. You know what I learned from there? Shlomo HaMelech. Shlomo HaMelech, he said, I saw a city, Mishle, or Kohelet. I saw a big city with a lot of people there. And then he said, what it is the city is the man. We compare the man as a city. You know what it is a city? A city without light, it's not a city. A city without people, it's not a city. A city without supermarket, it's not a city. A city that there is nothing there to eat, it's not a city. What it is a city? A city that you have there everything. Doctor, hospital, cars, taxi, buses, factories, people, food, police, judge, you know, this is a city. A yeshiva, kollel, mikveh, Torah, this is a city. But this is a city. So, the meaning of Shlomo HaMelech that I saw a man, I saw a city, that means, the meaning of the city is a man. What Shlomo HaMelech mean? Shlomo HaMelech mean a man is like a city. But it should not be an empty city with no Torah, with no mitzvot, like darkness. That is not a city. A real city, full of mitzvot, Torah Ma'asim Tovim. This is the city. Everyone here is a city. Can you imagine? One day I was the doctor, and I saw a skeleton, you know, the body. And I told him, you're not afraid to see this skeleton, like, you know. You're not afraid. It's skeleton with only bones. He said, Rabbi, I am religious like you. This skeleton teach me a lot every day. I see the skeleton. I think every time, Marabo Ma'asecha Hashem. Hashem, you are fantastic. Because look, this skeleton, without the vein, without the skin, without the bones, nothing. Without the neshama, without the light, nothing. Thank you, Hashem. The skeleton is inside me, but I am here. So he told Bemet, he told me how much I learned from that skeleton, and every day I say thank you to Hashem. I told you exactly what you said. That's what Shlomo Melech he said. I told you Shlomo Melech he said, a man without Torah mitzvot is like a skeleton. A skeleton is nothing. There is no life. There is no life. But what life? It's when you are complete. Be'ezat Hashem, is Torah Nishmat your father. What is his name?
Mesanel ben Yaakov Moshe. Mesanel ben Yaakov Moshe.
רבי נתנאל בן יעקב משה, שנפטר כלילה הזה, שנשמתו בגן עדן, ולעילוי נשמת אמא זיכרונה לברכה, בת למזל בת מוחא שמחה, ונשמת יעקב בן ממח, ונשמת כל הצדיקים, ונשמת יצחק אברהם סואד בן לטיפה שהקדוש ברוך הוא שישמע בגן עדן. יום הדרך מסיבת דוד הרבנית מזל בת אסל